42. Arthur, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm well. I'm very well. Busy times for poker, busy times NFT space. It's a hot word in the community right now in general. Thank you so much for you and your partner Dylan coming in. I know he was supposed to join us. Yeah. He has meetings right now, but appreciate you guys. I was in Europe. You said, I want to come in person. I said, please do. You guys flew in. I really appreciate that. It's great to meet you face to face. Just to give you guys a little bit of background, we have been talking for the last few months, probably 2.5 months or so. We came to some agreements, some terms. I know of a lot of projects. I didn't want to just dive in. I feel comfortable. We have a mutual contact I could show you guys actually here. If you take a look at the website, we're going to play a video as well after Arthur tells us a bit about the project, but a mutual contact, some really powerful names in the crypto community here. And when I got told about this, I was like, wow, this sounds great. Let me take a look. Let me understand it. And we were going back and forth for about 60 days. It was it was just kind of, like I said, I don't want to just dive into something I don't know.
You're a hard guy to catch,
Hey, we're here, we're in person, and I'm going to let you now introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about 2crazy and what is it?
Yeah, so first of all, we did fly with Dylan to Vienna to meet you because we did not want to miss this opportunity, all the different time zones. So that's a good thing that we met in person and not over the mails and Zoom and all this COVID, really hard to make these things happen today. My name is Arthur. I'm one part of the team members from 2crazy, me and Dylan. And we are working with 2crazy founders really, really closely. We have a lot of great ideas. We've been here since almost 2 years since the project started. Actually, when 2crazy the founders started to think about it, the NFT space was not so baked right now, it wasn't so ready.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually we did something before it's actually went mainstream, and we developed it, and we start to think about new ideas and new interesting ways how we can introduce the industry to the NFT and the eSport part. And it's really, really exciting for us. We've been speaking so much time over emails and over Zoom talks about all the ideas that we can do.
Yeah.
And we are glad that you joined our team to be as one of our ambassadors. We have a long way to go. And basically, I can just explain to our audience exactly what we're doing, because we as well in the Telegram groups and on the community channels, and we see many people not exactly understand what is 2crazy NFT all about, how it's supposed to work. So it'd be great right now just to explain exactly what we're doing. So 2crazy NFT is basically a revolutionary NFT esports platform. What does it mean? We do make NFT of the top tier players that we can sign and we will bring to our platform. And that means that everyone that he has some idol that works that he watches him over Twitch for years, and he have the first time opportunity to actually approach this guy and buy one of his collectible NFT. But we give here an extra edge. I mean, NFT is really cool. The space right now is really, really, I don't want to say hype, but everybody talks about NFT.
It's big.
Yeah, it's really, really big. So we give you the opportunity actually to own one of your idols NFTs, but we also give you some extra edge that nobody else, from my best understanding, do. We give you the experience with those players. So basically, when you own an NFT in 2crazy platform, you get 2 NFTs. So the first one is the collectible one. The second one will be the use case one. So basically, I'm just giving you an example. If you got top tier player on FIFA, okay, and you watch him for 5, 6, 7 years, there's many big guys in the industry. So you get his collectible in all the authentication that it's your card. You own right now X player name card, but also you will get the experience to play with him, against him, talk with him, whatever. Every player has his own approach. There's some players that will be only interested in bring the owners, the one that own the token, to their stream. There will be players that just want to play with them, play against them, teach them. You as esport from the poker industry, that can be a great opportunity for people that play poker, or to challenge you and go heads up with you. I would not advise that. Personally, I saw you play, and I would not advise go heads up with you.
But it could be live, so you could actually play live with them on their stream, or you do a one-on-one on the side in private. You choose.
Of course, but whatever you want. Listen, when you buy someone NFT that we will offer, you have the opportunity to choose. I mean, if somebody will buy, let's say we make you NFT and your NFT, he can say, listen, Jeff, I watch you for years. I play with you in Vegas. I play with you in Europe, whatever. I want to go heads up with you. Of course, it all will be streamed in our platform live on Twitch as well, on YouTube, all the platforms, and everybody can see. You will have, first of all, the exposure, and everybody can see. So he can say, Jeff, listen, let's go heads up with 50K. Okay, let's go heads up 10K, 20K, whatever. Or he can tell you, Jeff, listen, give me 3 hours of one-to-one lesson. Tell me what I will do in this situation. Look at me when I play some tournament or I play on some platform. Tell me my mistake. And I mean,
it's very cool. I want to show the video because it's a really nice video, actually explaining how, like, showing a bit of how it works and what the concept is. But also, I think what's unique about this idea and a little different than what I understand in the NFT world. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't think anyone is. It's very new, but I'm in CryptoPunks. I'm in a fund. I believe in NFTs. I think it's really cool. And the difference here too is it's an auction, right? So it's like there's an auction to win the NFT, and then you could sell it. So if you were to get this experience, you own this hour, let's say, with one of your favorite, poker players, eSport players, whoever it might be. You could hold it, and you could then either use it, or you get to, or you could put it on the market and let someone else rebid it. So like there's the luck side of it, the auction side, and then you could actually resell it, and someone else might want that experience more. And you decide, look, I got it, I want it. It would be amazing to do it, but hey, someone wants to pay X amount, and I'm gonna sell it, and then I keep the card. They get the experience.
Exactly. So you can sell both. You can sell the collectible as well, and you can sell the experience as well.
Let me show. It's also in the. If you guys are watching, you can ! 2crazy in the chat, and then as well, there is. Well, you can see a little bit more info on the site and some of the people involved. Really strong people in the crypto community. Again, have some mutual contacts that made me initially feel comfortable to even engage in conversations and to move forward. But let's play the video here. Hopefully the volume's right. Let's see.
Have you ever wanted to play your favorite game with your favorite player? With 2crazy's revolutionary NFT platform, you can. Here's how it works. When you're on the platform, you'll have the option to buy several different NFTs with 2crazy tokens. You place a bid on the one you like, and you might get selected as one of 5 auction participants who win the NFT when the countdown reaches 0. The other people will have their bid refunded. Once you become the lucky owner of this NFT, you have bought this player his time. You can play together or just hang out. All you have to do is to schedule it in one of the open spots in the calendar. This will all be live streamed, so your friends and people all over the world can watch your unique experience. As soon as the meeting is finished, that NFT will be burned. Shortly after, 2crazy regenerates a new NFT for that particular player. At any given time, there will be 5 different tokens for each player. However, those players will also do exclusive NFT drops. These can consist of anything. Keep in mind that these NFT drops will be exclusively for people who stake 2crazy tokens. You also have a second option. Instead of actually spending the time, you can decide to resell the NFT at a price that you choose. This is just a sneak peek of all that's to come. Make sure you follow us on our official channels and be prepared to be shocked.
That's actually show you how dynamic the 2crazy group is. We made this video, I think it's about 2.5, 3 months ago, and there's a lot of things that has been changed. So when you have here that 2crazy will create 5 NFTs for each player, it will work on a different way. Of course, all the things that will be closed and will be decided exactly what will happen, we will show them to the community, but it will work in almost the same way as you saw, but some different with the numbers. It won't be 5 NFTs, it will work on a different level, because one of our goals, basically, you know how NFT works, right? If we're going to offer right now, I don't want to say names, but like a big superstar in the eSports industry, okay? And you know that you have, I don't know, 5,000 people that want to buy those NFT, or just to buy, to hold, to wish that to sell it in a higher price, or actually to use the NFT, the use case, and to play with the guy, learn from him, whatever they want, right? So the idea is that we don't want to make this platform for, let's say, the rich and famous, okay?
Yeah.
Because the biggest NFT can go for, I don't want to say exactly price it, I don't know what will be the price.
Speculating,
Yeah, but it won't be like the people that have the most money, only they can purchase it and only can they like to fulfill their dream, right? So we will have a system, a unique system, that even the people that don't need to invest a lot of thousands of $10,000s, hundreds of thousands of dollars can participate in and can actually win. So we have a feature that's called NFT drops that we will disclose it when it will be ready. But in that feature, actually, everybody that hold small amount of 2crazy tokens will be participated in the raffles and the NFT draws that we'll make. So it will be like, we will try to make it an equal share opportunity for everyone, and not just, again, for the people that have big amounts of crypto and can participate.
Yeah, I think one of the more interesting parts about this, which caught my attention, is the auction style, because if you are able to, again, like, if you, let's just use Castro, or, you know, my man Poker Staples is in the chat, Jamie Staples, huge name on Twitch, and he puts, you know, if you put it out there and only the top guy, it's not that exciting. So like the fact that it's an auction, you enter, it's like, you know, you're entered that at a cost basis that is available to many, that you win it, and then they have an opportunity to either use it or sell it. That's pretty cool.
Exactly.
And you know, I think that's super interesting and appealing and different. And yeah, I'm a big believer. Listen, I got in CryptoPunks a while ago. The floor was like 25, 30K. Now the floor is you know, 420,000. It's not, to clear, I got my man in there, Racktron, saying he likes my CryptoPunk. Just for a disclaimer, I am in a fund with a great group of guys. I have a piece of the fund that is, so you know, we have like 14 punks at the moment, I believe, and we have, you know, we're always flipping and holding or whatever. This one I love the most, and it doesn't, it's not for sale currently from our group, so I love that icon. I'm using it on my poker streams as my avatar. It's cool. It's becoming mainstream. It's just fun. You know, it's fun, and to me, this is fun. This is a fun project. Again, I feel like it's got big legs, big wings. I'm a big believer, and I really like what you guys are doing. And I think that, you know, I'm happy to be involved. And I got to say, there's a lot of people in general, there's people that say, and it's a hot thing right now, NFTs. People just, you see Gary Vee talk about it. I think it's true. Probably like 90% or so won't work. Just like a lot of businesses and restaurants, 90% of restaurants don't work. Like, are there scams out there? Sure. Are there things that won't work? Sure, but ultimately there will be winners. There are platforms. You know, you can see CryptoPunks. You see the Penguins are hot and have a core, the Board Ape Yacht Club, right? There's also communities and things that will work, that will exist. Yes, some won't work, but again, this isn't like, oh, put money. This is, look, if you believe in it, you like the idea, come involved, get some tokens and try to win. And also, if you buy the tokens, right, and then you don't win the auction or you don't get a thing, it's not like the money, you don't lose it. Like, either get to, so you get the NFT, or you win and you can sell for more or user experience. And if you don't, you can sell your tokens or hold your tokens if you believe in the company. So it's very cool. Again, I get fired up because I love this stuff, and it's also, I'm a learner. It's just like poker. I feel like I'm a good poker player. I'm always getting better, always learning. I understand NFTs, but not an expert. I like to learn. So I guess my question, before we dive into Twitter, I see a lot of questions. We're gonna give away $500, $100 to 5 people. So get your questions in there, hit the retweet and ask a question. We'll try to get to as many as we can here with Arthur while we're here. But I guess, could you maybe give a little bit more of a ground level explanation of NFTs? Like, to my father, he's here, he's watched, he's got questions. He doesn't really understand it. Could you maybe just like explain a little bit of an overview of the space? It's non-fungible token, but hit me with a little bit more than that, but not. Yeah.
First of all, this question is like an advanced question since 2017, because in 2017, actually, my mom asked me, Arthur, what is Bitcoin? And you start to explain exactly what is Bitcoin, what is blockchain, what does it mean, what you can do, what you cannot do. So right now in 2021, people ask, what is NFT, right? Most of the people right now have some basic understanding that Bitcoin is actually a digital currency, that you have a high security verification for that. So your question is really nice, because it's actually the next level question. So what is NFT basically? Well, NFT was born like, let's say, authentication tool, okay? You have art, you have the Mona Lisa, you have millions of art pieces around the world, right? And you have only one that is legit one, the real one, and you have thousands of copies. So basically what NFT was born, it's that if you're, let's say, an artist, okay, on the basic idea, the basic ground idea, if you're an artist and you make some digital painting or some digital art, and you don't want to be copied, because to copy right now from the internet in 2021 is super easy, right? It's 2 clicks, I will copy whatever you do. But if you make the NFT, the non-fungible tokens, and you put it as an authentication tool, you will be the only one that actually own it. So I'm still be able to copy, right? I'll be still able to copy your piece, but you will be the legit owner of that because you hold, let's say, the address.
The ERC20.
Yeah, the ERC20, ERC2071 that holds actually the authentication tool. Okay, so yeah, I will be able, again, as in the real world, as I can print something, I'll be able to copy your piece, but you are the legit owner. And you can prove that you're the legit owner because you are the owner of that address.
Right.
Okay, so that's basically the idea was born.
Right. So I guess I think this is one of the ones that I struggle with a bit too, and I've asked this to some of my friends who actually run the fund and are more experts. But like for example, my avatar, this CryptoPunk that's in our possession, we own it. You know, we have it, but anyone could take a picture of that and use it as their avatar.
Exactly.
So how do you know if someone does how do you know they actually own it or not?
Okay, so theoretically, okay, you can do it right now, and let's say Facebook. Okay, let's say you have in Facebook some Brad Pitt. Okay, you can put Brad Pitt picture on your profile, right?
Yes.
So what will happen eventually, or Brad Pitt or somebody will say, okay, listen, I'm Brad Pitt. You cannot use my picture, right? So Facebook will know that who is the real Brad Pitt, right? Because you have the blue V on that.
Yes.
He got the
There's verification. Yeah.
Cool. So they will block your account. They will tell you change your picture, whatever, because he's the real one. So right now, if you hold the Cyberpunk, right? CryptoPunk, sorry. Then if somebody else will use it, eventually you can go to to Twitter, to Instagram, whatever, and say, listen, this is my NFT. Here to prove the NFT. I'm the NFT owner, and he will not be able to use it.
Right.
So it's something that was not before, because again, if you right now you will make an art, a digital art, everybody can use it. So here comes an NFT that will say, okay, guys, it's over. Basically, if you bought something and I'm giving you the authentication that this is yours, if you want, nobody will use it. Nobody will use it because you have the proof that it's actually yours. That's what's so fun about the NFTs. That people, the artists right now in their new age, can make their arts over the internet, over the digital world, and they can basically say, okay, these are made right now 200 pictures. This is the only 200 legit pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can copy it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So I was just in London. I actually was at Sotheby's where they did the CryptoPunk, very cool presentation. It was maybe 2 months ago, and it was really elaborate. But I was learning, and my brother-in-law is an expert in art. That's his thing. He knows about art, the history. He was a fish for a while, buying stuff at the wrong prices. Say anyone, sports cards. You learn, you buy some. They're selling rugs now, NFTs, and I know some donkeys that have bought some
Hippos,
rocks, anything $1 million ETH rocks. But what I learned recently was that, which I didn't know, is all these, but I didn't understand, Picasso, Michelangelo, all these guys, right? They make how many paintings they made in their life, but there's so many prints,
right?
And I didn't realize that, but actually there's prints that they sign or that are it's not their original. They make a print, but they actually sign it hey, it's my print and this is a real print. Of course, in China, other areas, they're everything's fake. Apple stores, they got fake, people do whatever, but there actually is prints that are legit, or it's not. So it's very similar, and I never knew that until very recently. I never heard that. Oh, Michelangelo made that, because that's what I was wondering. Wait, how is it in the Louvre? How is it over here? How is it in this museum or whatever, or places, or people have them, but you just have a print, and it's still expensive or still legit, but it's not the original.
Right.
So very fascinating. I never thought of it like that. And I guess that's a good way to think of NFTs. And similar on 2crazy, right? You could win a Jamie Staples. He might have one, or an experience, one of the 5. You get the physical ones, but then maybe there's 100, generic ones. So Rare does it. They have 1, 10, 100, and it's just about scarcity and sort of it's fun. It's fun to collect. It's fun to it's interesting. It's an interesting space, and it's just kind of hard to wrap your head around.
It's developing so fast. So every month, if you look at NFT half year ago, it was totally different. Right now, you can see what's happening with OpenSea right now. The volume there is insane. People just going inside, just trying to buy anything, just trying to understand. And again, I'm just saying, do your own research. It's really important because it's really easy to make an NFT right now. It's really easy to put it on OpenSea. Just really honest advice. Just do your own research. Exactly when you buy something, when you go into something in this space, it's really new.
Right.
The NFT space is really new. Just watch out, reach out to people, ask questions. It's so good. Not everybody know everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, NFT, 1 year ago, nobody knew what is that. So it's really new area. and it's developing really quick. So I'm excited to be part of 2crazy team.
Yeah, me too.
And we're into it.
Yeah, and I saw Gary Vee. I think I saw something too. He's one of the, sort of pioneers, leaders of the space. But he was saying he took him 2 or 3 months of research and looking before he even bought one.
Exactly.
So it's like, take your time. I see people like ask about why, and it's interesting, the price, right? Like it's so volatile, crypto, but for 2crazy, some news comes out, something happens, and the price goes from 2 cents was up to 10. It's at like 4, 3 cents. So it's bouncing around, but there's really at the moment, there's no working platform. It's coming, It's being developed. People are kind of, speculating, but on price or what might happen and making bets. But it's similar to Tesla. Is that right? We give the example in stock market or other places. Like you don't own a Tesla, but you buy Tesla stock.
Exactly.
And the company moves are based on news, based on this, and stuff moves around. So it's funny to be in these Telegram groups, and when the price is going, everyone's like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, and we're going to the moon. But and then when it like dips a bit, oh, this is a pump and dump. It's a scam. I saw on Twitter the other day we gave away $1,000, 5 on my Twitch live. 5 versus Twitter. I see guys in there writing, oh, who's the winner? This is a scam. Instantly emailed everyone. The winners were displayed on Twitter. They get their emails. The team reaches out. But it's just people are so like quick to say NFT. Like I think people who don't understand or they get anxious and they just start saying, oh, it's a scam there's 1,000 projects, right? Are all going to work? No. Are all legitimate? No, probably. Like some are just like money grabs, but there are platforms that are
legit as in the real world. I mean, you see many businesses that succeed. You see many businesses just try to take people's money. I mean, that exists thousands of years. It's not something that the crypto industry invented. But in crypto industry, it's a little bit easier to make all of these scam projects and people trying to take other people's money because again, the anonymity here is really helpful for those guys. So again, do your own research. You need to understand that it's basically investment, as Jeff said. That if you buy a Tesla stock, it doesn't mean that you owe it, that you have a Tesla. It means that you probably bought a Tesla stock because your speculation says that the price will be higher, and then you can sell it, flip it, or whatever. Right now, 2crazy tokens does not have any kind of use case, but we're trying to push as fast as possible. We don't want to push too fast because we want to be with a finished system, with a, let's say, unbugged system. Okay. Yeah. But we are aiming to finish it until the end, not the end of this month, but let's say 30 days from now. We're expecting the system will be live, the platform will be live, and then we, of course, will have many incentives why to hold our token, and not just to participate in the NFT drops. If it's staking, if it's any kind of DeFi, if it's a different incentive with points that we're developing right now. So we will have many cool stuff what you can do with the token. But yeah, exactly as you said, right now, who hold the token is just a speculation. What will happen? I mean, if we will make some crazy announcement, probably the token price will go higher. Why? Because it's speculation. If we won't make any announcement, maybe the token will go.
Yeah, I mean, look at Dogecoin, which isn't a real thing, and the price moves based on this, or Elon tweets. So, like, I think it's just people need to be careful and understand and be realistic. But that again, one of the big things for me was when we worked and started talking. The mutual contact introduced me as one of the very, very strong in the industry. I was like, okay, instantly I knew there was credibility. He's one of the investors. He's actually one of the advisors listed on the site. And then actually when I found out another very good mutual friend had invested, which we didn't even know, we knew each other. And then I was like, okay. And then I did a little more research. I started understanding. I love the concept. And again, I'm happy to put my name on it and to it's a real project. We're going to do our best to come up with it. Even in the last 2 weeks of talking, there's ideas, we pivot, like, oh, let's think about this, let's maybe do it this way, and it's just fun. It's something I enjoy, and I think the thing you see with like DraftKings, with Tom Brady, and Eternity with Messi, and Metakoven created a We Dot Now, and experiential with what's his name? I'm forgetting the Andy Murray, I believe, or one of the tennis stars who went for 170,000, win Wimbledon tickets. I think another way to look at NFTs, the best way to think about it, it's a programmable asset. You have something that you can then set, right, for life. Like in a painting sells, a Mona Lisa, I don't know, a good Picasso sells. The Picasso's not getting money. His family's not getting money from obviously he's passed away. But like what's cool about NFTs too is like if you're an artist and you want to program in 5%, 2% of any time it trades for the artist. If you want to do sports tickets, for let's take AS Roma, that's the club I support and love. Like they could do I saw Dynamo Kiev. They're doing this, where you can NFT the season tickets. You collect them. I love tickets. I collect my sports tickets, but guess what? They get lost in your parents' basement or it gets thrown out. NFTs are cool because if you collect tickets, and this is the future. Imagine 10, 20, 30 years. You want to have it's easy on a portfolio. You can display it, visualize it, your tickets, and then they can do a programmable thing. Well, if you're a Dynamo Kiev fan and you go to 10 games and you have your thing, it unlocks stuff. You can do cool things with NFTs. That's one of the things I think that people understand, that NFTs, it's the new .com. It is going to be here no matter like it, don't like it, think it's a scam. Next 20, 30, 50 years, NFTs are going to be like as simple as it's the same as a website. It's just going to be there. Everyone's going to do NFTs for everything. And it's, again, some projects won't work, but it's here to stay. It's here to stay.
I mean, the ecosystem of the NFT right now is so simple and so good for the artists. Well, you make right now a painting on some artist piece, right? That you work 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, whatever. Mm-hmm. You sold it, okay? You wanted to sold in a certain price in an auction. Right. After you sold it, every time that it will be sold, like in the next 5, 10, 20 years, you can get the revenue. Some part of the revenue as the fees from that.
Yes.
So like, if you do a good job and you do a good artistic work, you can actually benefit from it for many, many years. I don't know how long all the projects, OpenSea, and all the exchanges will be available, but something will be developed. So you can do something, you can actually benefit from it.
Right. Yeah, it can also
make many years from now.
It can also take out the middleman a bit. Music industry, right? Where the artist gets more, instead of you cut out, and then it's just done more legitimately. And blockchain, it's like transactions. You can see the history, where it went, how it exchanged. So I do see some questions in here. What up, Twisted Gamers live here? We got One Sleepy Hippo asking me, when did you get the CryptoPunk again? It is not solely mine. I'm in a fund. We have a good variety, and there's I think this was within the last week, about 5 days ago, we picked this one up, and it's crazy to see the CryptoPunk floor. It's over 400,000, over 110 F, and I think Ethereum's up to 3,500. Yeah, things are moving. Things are moving. So, guys, One Sleep Able, get your question in on Twitter. I think we'll do it 1 or 2 more questions on our own, and then we're gonna take a look here. A lot of questions. I love that you guys are getting involved. More people rolling in right now. We are gonna click here, and we will try to answer as many as we can. I'm going to give away $100 to 5 people and 2crazy tokens, and explain a little bit about this, because this is real money. If you get the tokens, you get dropped it. There's a major exchange, one of the most credible and biggest, KuCoin. It's listed. Where else is it?
Trading in KuCoin, MXC, Uniswap, and PancakeSwap. This is the 4 platform. We're, of course, aiming for more exposure and more exchanges. When we will reach that time, we will, of course, announce it. But right now it's trading on really good exchanges, really trustworthy. Everything is KYC there. Really like to be listed in KuCoin as well. But yeah, you can get them on this place.
So let's just play right now. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the giveaway pretty soon here. You say you win the 100 2crazy tokens right now.
Right.
Well, we'll email you the 5 winners. You'll see who they are here, and then once they are emailed, the team will reach out. They will explain to them they'll send the tokens to them on KuCoin, and then. Or wherever they have their address.
Yeah, of course.
And then what? So they get the coins, and it's not just hold the coins. Wait, if you wanted to sell them or trade them,
they can sell them, they can hold them, they can look at them, they can do whatever they want. Right. But yeah, it's when you say to $100 in 2crazy token, that's real money. Because it's traded. Of course, you can go to one of the exchanges that you are traded for. You can switch it, you can swap it, you can hold it again, whatever you want. But yeah, I'm guessing that your question is more for the people from your industry that are not,
of course,
100%.
I'm laying it up. I understand what's going on. I just want to, maybe you don't understand it. You see the tokens, you're like, I don't have a 2crazy wallet. I don't know where to get it. I'm in this jurisdiction. How do I get it? But yeah, you can do whatever you like. It's real money. It's $100. It's $100. Just in 2crazy, similar to Ethereum or Bitcoin. You're getting it, and you do what you want with it right away.
And even if one of the winners will be somebody that never used any kind of crypto payment solutions, of course, our team will approach him. We'll help him to open a MetaMask account, on a KuCoin account, or an MXC, whatever he wants. We will help your community as well to be guided to this industry.
Yeah, I gotta say it's pretty intense, right? seeing I get a lot of messages, or I see people just saying, oh, Jeff took money or got bought or this, that. Like, again, it took me over almost 2 months before we came to terms, and again, research. I feel very comfortable, guys. Again, it's an opportunity. It's going to be cool, and obviously a lot comes down to what kind of people we get on, what kind of influencers, what kind of gamers, poker players, and I think there's a lot of opportunity in the space, and we're excited to work together. And if you guys have ideas, people you want to see, we're always open to suggestions, and you can always, I'll be streaming the next 2 weeks on Twitch. Going to be doing more giveaways with 2crazy on most streams on Sundays for sure. And you guys have questions, you can come in and ask, and we'll have some representation from 2crazy moderating. Be around, you can ask questions, and if I can't answer, I will get an answer. So with that being said, let's go to the questions. Let's dive into some Twitter questions, because we've been covering a lot. And let's see here. Let's go right over, guys. If you have a question, I'll try to take some of the questions live from the chat, but please ask those questions. Racktron, are you already on Twitter? I hope you're asking your own question. If you ask the question, you are eligible to win. If you follow the instructions here to be eligible. But so we'll take one right now. It's 2crazy on Ethereum. What is that?
Okay. So 2crazy tokens, 2CRZ, are minted on ERC20, which is on Ethereum blockchain. It also on a Binance Smart Chain contract. You can trade it on PancakeSwap. We had a bridge. We'll have a new bridge in a few days, so you can basically take your ERC20, the Ethereum tokens, the 2crazy one, and to swap it on the Binance Smart Chain. That's more like a technical thing. There are people that like to trade on the Binance Smart Chain, people that like to trade on the Ethereum. Ethereum fees right now are pretty insane.
Yeah, the gas, right?
The price rising, the gas rising, yeah. Whatever you want, yeah. But the initial 500 million 2crazy tokens was minted on the ERC20.
I see my man Twisted Gamer saying we want Bill Perkins. He's been on the podcast 3 times. One of my best friends. Definitely a guy that would be I'm sure he would. He's getting into the space. He's got some crypto punks, and Bill will be approached. Yes, let's see if we can get Bill. I think he would be a great addition to 2crazy, man. He is a crazy guy for sure, and a lot of fun. So Craig Leonard, good to see you. I see a lot of familiar faces here, guys. I'm just going to go and start diving into these questions, and then we'll do the 5 winners at the end of the show. And look at this, they're just coming in. So let's just reset, keep it going, get your question in, and let's just we'll just do rapid fire as many as we can here. So, okay, up top, Tango is asking, have you ever put your money somewhere where all people told you not to, but you followed your gut and still invest and got rewarded? Interesting question. Arthur, what do you anything that you've done like that?
I can tell you that 2017 and 2018 was a crazy year. 2017 hype with Bitcoin first time reached 20K. It was like a wild west. I mean, you put money in one project, you wake up in the morning, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, there's 30x's, 40x's in a week.
Yeah, I slept 7 hours. I wake up and I'm like, what am I gonna do now? And on the other way as well, you put something money because everybody tell you, listen, this will be the next Bitcoin, right? In 2017, everybody want to pass Bitcoin. You don't hear stuff like this today. Nobody tried to say, okay, this is the new chain. It will be suppress Bitcoin.
Surpass,
There's no talks like this anymore. In 2017, 18, everybody wanted to be the next superstar in the crypto. Every project wanted to say we will be the next Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. I mean, that's like gold, okay? You have metals that are better than gold, right? Mm-hmm. But gold is gold. Everybody know gold. Gold is one of the...
it's adopted. It's enough liquidity in the world, and people accept it. Yeah.
I'm really optimistic about all the crypto industry and about Bitcoin as well. I see many advantages in that. But yeah, for the question, I invested a lot of times against other people's advices. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's really it's a really cool industry.
Yes, I think Bitcoin's one of those ones where they're definitely people like, it's sort of like Democrat, Republican, or pro-vax, anti. A lot of people are very adamant. This won't work, or it's going to zero, and this is they're very opinionated. So you're beating crypto. I think you definitely have some wins. So let's see, we got Fam Tai here asking, how about next steps for the partnership and projects improvement? So what is sort of on your short list of things to improve where you're at right now?
Okay, so we have a quite large team for the business development part. I can tell you that we have at least 4 talks, Zoom talks or Google Meet every day with new projects, players, superstars, company, ventures. I mean, we're doing a lot of job because again, this market is booming. You have every day new projects, every day new superstar celebrities got in, and you try to get approached to as many as possible.
Yeah.
But we're doing a lot of job. I'm basically can tell you that I'm married right now, and I'm like, my wife doesn't like the idea that I'm constantly working, all different time zones. So you find yourself every 4 hours with some different countries, some different company. But we're doing a lot of development, a lot of improvement. We're improving the system all the time. We try to improve the ecosystem of the token all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really exciting. It's cool work. I really like to do it.
Absolutely. I remember my wife and son the same way. It's like when I grind time, right? It's like go to bed late, wake up early, and try to. And honestly, I think I suffer from this. It's a strong word to say suffer, but FOMO. I like really don't like to miss stuff, and so it's like and right now it's like I just feel like it's so fast, so much action. If you like poker, if you like action, crypto's like that. Bitcoin, Ethereum. You wake up, you in the middle of the night, you take a piss. You want to see it when the market's good. You look. I mean, I remember during the bear market, I go like a week without looking at certain things. And then during the run up in 2017, it was right. Like you must refresh like 400 times a day. But then 2018, once every 2 weeks.
Exactly.
So it's hot right now.
I think in 2017 total, maybe I slept 12 hours.
Right.
Total, not much in the year.
30 minutes.
That was insane.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got another question that I want to ask, and what was my primary, being apprehensive or hesitation to join 2crazy was about what separates it. Cause like there's hundreds of projects, platforms on NFTs. So, DraftKings now, they have Tom Brady, big superstar sports names, kind of a different deal. They're doing like an autograph card and there's not really an experience with it. It's not auction. What would you say? Like, how do you say, okay, 2crazy, we're going to get these esports guys, we're going to get some poker people, we're going to get interesting people, but what actually separates? Why would Jamie Staples or myself or, whatever, Daniel Negreanu or Helmuth or, Castro on Twitch or Summit, why are these guys, why would they come here versus say another platform? What is the differentiation?
So first of all, for all those players to come, if you talk about the financial side, it will be very beneficial because 2crazy model, the business model, is not about our profit, is not going to be from the NFT sales. So the NFT sales, if let's say Castro is to use huge name on the streaming industry.
That's my boy. Shout out to Castro, big guy on FIFA. Give him a follow. So.
I think I followed him a few times. He's a really cool guy. So it's really like on the financial side, it's really beneficial for them because we're not going to take the NFT sale. So they're going to benefit from the NFT sale. And we have a large community and it will be much larger. So of course, it will be really nice for them to see their NFT got sold, but not just on the aspect there, because when people going to buy his NFT or going even to participate on one of the ways to win the NFT, those guys actually will have a chance to play with him. I mean, Castro right now streaming, I think he have like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 live viewers, right?
Yeah, that's very good.
And I see people made a huge amount of donations to him. People adore the guy. I mean, the guy's cool, right?
Yeah.
And not about how he play, but how he talks, he treats his community. So you give a chance to one guy that maybe watches Castro 5 years straight, almost every day for 6, 7, 8 hours. And now you can go actually live on him. I mean, you see Castro on the left, you see that guy that bought the NFT on the right, and they actually have the experience with this huge exposure Castro has to play with him, to play against him, to be involved a few hours with him. I mean, that experience is insane. It's not just going to hold the Castro NFT card, right? Which will be, by the way, working with really, really good art guys that will make the most coolest NFT that we can make. So it's not just going to be to hold the NFT. He can actually be in the experience. He can actually say, listen, bro, I play with Castro 3 hours. First of all, you get the exposure, right? Secondly, you actually play with his idol.
Yeah.
You probably paid good money for Castro. Castro is a big name in the industry.
Well, and I think that's the most exciting part, in my opinion, is the auction style of that, right? Like where it's like you auction, you get something, and then you actually have a choice to you have a choice to use it or sell it. And it's very cool because you actually like come into a value, right? That is now like, wow, like, all right, man, I would love, like, if you get the auction for X and you're like, oh, this is a once in a lifetime to play with them.
Exactly.
But there's 3,000 people that want to pay way more than the auction went. It's
Exactly.
like exciting because you actually you still get the card, maybe you hold the physical card, you won the thing, but now you give the NFT experience. So yeah, I think that's very cool, and I think unique.
And of course, we'll give the opportunity. So let's say again, Castro. Okay, you bought his NFT. You basically get 2 NFT. You get the collectible one, the art piece, and you get the use case, right? The experience that you bought. So maybe you will say, listen, I don't want to be exposed. I don't want to play with Castro. I like him from far away. I just want to keep the collectible for me, and I want to sell or use or give whatever the experience one. So I mean, it's a two-way opportunity. So you can say, okay, I will hold the collectible, maybe to sell it later, maybe just to hold it, maybe do it. Maybe Castro will want to buy it from me, right? But I don't want to be exposed. I don't want to play with Castro. I'm not like that. I'm shy. Whatever. I mean, we give the opportunity for everybody to do whatever they want with that. It can be another way. Maybe you want the NFT, but you want to use the use case, and you don't want to hold the NFT. Say, okay, I will put the NFT.
There's basically two things. You can you can sell the physical, use it, or very, very cool. Let's see. So I'm trying to take the guys. Use the live questions. Let's put it on. Let's put them on here so you guys have a chance to win. I see a lot of questions still flowing in, so we might be here a while, man. I'm glad we're gonna. The community's doing a good job asking really good questions. So let's take that. Who is your biggest inspiration? It could be in the space, could be in life, could be whatever. Who's like sort of inspired you to be your best?
We're talking about the esports community.
My man from his name's Luke, just Cool Hand Luke, asking who is your biggest inspiration, whatever that means to you.
Yeah. Well, my biggest inspiration. I think that one of the biggest guys that I used to watch him a lot was I don't know if you remember those games, but it was StarCraft.
Okay.
From Blizzard.
Yeah, I remember StarCraft. I've never seen anyone stream it, but I know it's a huge game.
Yeah,
and
cool.
I never got into it.
Yeah. So there was a guy was really young, 18 or 19, with the name Stefano.
Okay.
From France, and he was like all the industry of those type of game, of the strategy, real-time strategy game, was owned by the Asian market. Korean, Chinese, Japan. I mean, you could not beat those guys, especially the Korean one. I mean, years, like 10, 15 years, all the time the Korean was winning everything, all the tournaments, all the cups. And those guy was 18 or 19 years old, Stefano. He just like came out from somewhere nobody knew. And in 3 months, he like revolutionized the game. He like won everything.
Wow.
I mean, he did everything that you can. And it was insane because, I mean, you cannot beat the Koreans one in those games. Seriously, those guys are insane.
Right. It's like beating a Kenyan in the long.
That's like I'm going
line.
to play with Daniel Negreanu heads of poker, right? I'm probably going to.
Yeah, but that's even possible because there's depending on the format of the game.
Exactly.
This guy, you're not going to win. It's like playing LeBron one-on-one.
No, he like had like 400 APM, 400 clicks per minute. I mean, you cannot handle that.
You just can't teach that.
Yeah, and that was insane. I was waking up like in 4 a.m. to watch the streams because he's playing a huge tournament right now. It was insane. Not just the gameplay, but to see somebody that young that beats entire industry that was based on this game. He just beat everybody. So that was insane. So I can say that was really cool time. I think I watched him a year when he shined on that. That was cool for me.
Awesome. And another question I have personally is, and this is more of me just teeing up stuff because obviously we're working and all, but like, what is your prediction or goal? Like, do you see 2crazy being something where there's unlimited, it could be 1,000 people, or is it going to be like 10, 20? And what is going to be the criteria? Can people apply? Is there a minimum amount of followers on Twitch or a certain platform? What is the ability to get on to 2crazy to be to put your NFT out?
Okay, so firstly, we're aiming for the biggest name right now. Why the biggest name? We can say it's a marketing strategy right now. We want to bring the biggest guys in so we can open the industry for the guys that are really good. But you know, as a streamer, as a podcaster, how hard it is to bring real users to your show, to people to follow you, to like you, to wake up in the middle of the night and watch you play, watch you stream, right? Yeah. So there are many really good players that for some reasons, because of them or not, they cannot get the exposure. They cannot get the viewers count. They don't know how to do it. They know how to play. They know how to conquer the game, that they're elite in that, but they don't know how to bring the audience to them. So we will open eventually, like let's say a mini 2crazy NFT platform. So good players can apply. Of course, we'll have a team that will check their stats, their gaming stats. But yeah, we will give the opportunity as well for people to get exposed on that, and that can be really cool because if you play in a game and you're really good at it, it will be one of the only platforms that will give you the opportunity to get exposed there and to show your skills.
Very similar to so almost like a varsity and a JV, sort of like on within poker. There's a staking community called Stake Kings, which I'm involved with, and then there's one we bought, UStake. So it's similar. Like Stake Kings is like invite only. It's like and then there's UStake where it's a little more open to whoever wants to kind of do it, but it's less. It's just a different. Like it's either you're invited and it's here, or hey, like look, if you're a streamer and you want to put an NFT and do it, we'll have the capability for them to do that. It's just gonna be a little different of an experience. So very cool. Let's keep these questions going. We got a lot, man. I see more and more coming in right now. Parents, give me a quick. I'm gonna elaborate about it. I want to know about your parents. Just tell me, are they supportive? Like I always ask this to poker players, are they supportive of playing poker? Are they supportive of this space? Do they get Bitcoin, crypto? Are they like, wow, you're telling them I'm working on an NFT project? You're like, that's amazing, that's cool, great. Or they're like, what are you doing? Like you should be, a doctor or a lawyer.
Listen, if in 2000, let's say I got in 2014, 2015, almost nobody, if we talk about my parents, was that supportive because, Bitcoin, we heard only bad things about it. The exposure was only on the dark web and it was not that good. Today, when you say cryptocurrency, when you say that you're in this space, I mean, that's insane because that's the new age. That's the coolest technology everybody from everywhere in the world can approach, right? Mm-hmm. So today, these questions to be a part of this community, a part of the crypto space, that's something that you get to be proud from. It's not something that you need to hide like in 2015, that you don't want people to know that you're somehow involved into Bitcoin or in the crypto space. Today, of course, everything is super supportive. My wife is supportive, parents is supportive for everything. If you would ask me a few years ago, I would tell you, listen, nobody knows. I mean, I'm keeping it in a secret.
Very cool. Let's see. We got a question here live in the chat. Aside from KuCoin, do you have a plan having 2crazy coins list in biggest market like Binance? So I think you did touch on this, maybe just kind of hit home. What is there a rollout plan, or it's changing, getting listed is a big, it's confusing, right? Course, it's like there's a lot of what's the process like?
Of course. I mean, again, we aim to be listed in all the big platforms. I cannot comment anything above that, but we do the best to be listed in the best platforms out there. That's like the top I can say about future listings.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah. We don't want to. Yeah. And then, I just asked this question. We saw this here from 12 Pill. Very good question about what makes it unique. We just covered that. Bitcoin or cash? I guess I don't have to ask, but I'm going to ask.
Bitcoin all day long. Bitcoin all day long. In every country you're in, you can manage with Bitcoin. That's insane. I actually been in Dubai. I didn't knew that Bitcoin is so developed there, and I was run out of cash. And then I just saw that you can switch Bitcoin to cash. It's so easy. I mean, Bitcoin today is like super easy currency to work with. It's in your phone. You can do whatever you want. You can cash out whatever you want. You can use it whatever you want. Really cool. So Bitcoin all day.
Very, I'm aligned with you. We got a question on here. Have you visited Brazil?
Well, I haven't visited Brazil yet. Cool country to visit in, but no. Let's say that after the COVID, I don't know where it's going to end, but after the COVID stuff going to end, I have many places to be in, to meet our partners, our future players, everything. Yeah, but Brazil is one of the places I want to be, but I haven't been there yet.
Very cool. Nemesis 7 saying, just saying, how's it cool? Like in terms of traveling, is that? I guess that's a question. Like, I guess we'll just go that way. Traveling. What's your travel experiences? Have you been around the world, or you kind of stay in Europe, or have you been?
I've been around the world. I've been in many places in Asia, many places in Europe. I've been in the US. There's still many places to cover, right?
Yes.
Again, the last 1.5 years, a little bit problematic to travel. But I've been traveling a lot, especially since we got into 2crazy team. Traveling is one of our jobs, let's say like that.
For sure. Does 2crazy create their own games, or do you utilize already established huge games? And what purpose does NFTs have in tandem with these games? Are they used as trading, gaming contest prizes, or do they have any other utility? So a lot of questions there, but Johan, I guess maybe just pick one or summarize a bit. I mean, we've covered some of this too, but I guess, are they used as trading cards, gaming contest prizes, or do they have other utility? Let's go with that last one.
Yeah, well, first of all, that's a good question because we are in the talks right now with a company. We do want to make much more established tokenization ecosystem for the token.
Okay.
And we do want to make a unique 2crazy arcade game. The advantage in this that it will be fully competitive. I mean, you have many arcade games, right? That people spend hours to press on a bird, it jumps up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So we do want to make some cool arcade game that will be competitive. So if you're really good at it, of course you will be beneficial from 2crazy on that. It will be leaderboard. It will be, you get points from that. Something that actually it's missing in arcade game. If you remember, like 20 years ago, when you go to places that you can play video games, you had the leaderboard, right? Like first place, second place, third place, and the names can be years. Everybody that comes can see years, 5-10 years on the same machine. That's the guy that reaches the most points. But we think it's something really cool. So we're in talks right now to make some unique 2crazy game that will support all the platform, all the cell phones. Yeah, but we have many plans. So we actually have a really big team. And we're doing a lot.
Let's not, we're not here to, we're just kind of, we're overviewing today. Don't go into too much detail. We got a lot of questions. And my man, Jamie Staples, he's here. I love this. Jamie Staples, he's got, he's alert to the NFT space. We'll just leave it at that. But he's got a question. Do you have any collaborators yet? Like names committed to releasing assets with you guys? So Jamie, he goes right in. I love that. Jamie, I hope, did you put your question on Twitter, man? I know I'm giving you the VIP royal treatment here, but can you get eligible, pick up your 100 tokens? There's about 100 entries. You got a 5% rough chance to win. Try to grab your 100, put that in Twitter or something in Twitter as well. But let's ask this one live. We're gonna give Poker Staples a little VIP, man. He deserves it. That's my guy right there. So any collaborators committed? I know we have a couple. I don't know what we're able to say or not, but give me kind of.
We have a few teams and individuals that are committed. The thing is that today in the esports industry, you need to understand people that play and are really good at esports. Does not get paid so well as on other industries. Why? I don't know. Because this industry is insane. I mean, you have so many people that play or to watch. So the feel is that they not get enough incentive to be the best that they are, to be that good. We are in a lot of talks with teams, with agencies that they have. You have like, I don't want to use too many names, but you have Team Liquid, you have Energy, you have many big
Shout
names.
out to Raise Your Edge, now called Ascend. I'm investor in Clash as well, QLASH. I know we got some calls there, and there's also my boy Akari with Furia.gg. So those are, not saying whatever. Those are just some of the. There's so many, and honestly, esports, I feel like it's so undervalued. There's been a lot of money put into it, but like the actual, it's not, I could see in 3 to 5 years where these esports guys, because right now the pay, there's some deals, the top guys obviously making money, but I could see, in 3 to 5 years where the minimum is like on par with the Premier League or the NBA, where guys are undervalued. It's like, it's very big space. Jamie's on the short list of, Jamie, don't worry, Jamie's gonna be involved on. He'll be one of the for sure people we're gonna be in the space doing some cool NFTs with, and I know he's very alert to it. So you can't really spoil yet. Like that's the thing. We're not. There's going to be a handful, like we said, it'll be a top sort of reach out one, and then from there there'll also be others they're also very good, but can't do just like any sport or team. You can't have like 500 VIP. You got your team, and then you got kind of your next level.
We do want to put 2crazy NFT as kind of an exclusive VIP program. We don't want to make 50 or 100 NFTs every week, because then it will lose the point. We do want to bring the best guys that we can and do the best community for them as they do the community swap for us. But as you said before, for the smaller guys that are not top tier, because you have, let's say FIFA, you have 2, 3, 4 big names, right? But you have about 50 million players around the world that plays it, right? You have only 4 people that you know.
You could have 100 guys that people would buy NFTs from. But you want to do it right. You want to do quality, and then again, there's only so many people within the team. You can't do 500 people's NFTs every week.
Exactly. We're not OpenSea. We're not a marketplace that you just can make thousands new NFT every day. That's not our goal. We're not going to this direction. We will have some, let's say, a mini platform that will approach people that do want to get the exposure, that they think that they're good enough in some game, but they still didn't get enough exposure for that. So we will bring this opportunity to them as well.
Yeah. Shout out to nftrade.com. That is a very cool site. People ask about OpenSea and how it works, and that's NFTrade is another big one. One of the leaders, and there's a big gap with OpenSea and everyone else, but there's some really cool verticals out there.
It's just the beginning.
Yes,
it's just the beginning.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
This field is going to be developed so many times in the next 5 years. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, Jamie Staples is in there, Poker Staples. He's asking about looking for my first NFTs today. Actually, I offered Jamie a little piece of my CryptoPunks group if he wants to come in. But it's it is NFTs. It's nice to have your own. It's nice to own the tokens. It's we're seeing fractional ownership starting to happen. This happens on sports cards.
Right.
It's happening on NFTs. In a way, being in a fund is sort of like that, right? You have a piece of some. But Jamie's anything I do, Jamie's always open and willing to be involved, and we do some cool stuff. Guys, if those who don't know, Jamie Staples, he's a co-manager of Party Poker Team Online with myself. We've done so. Jamie, we did. You're not. I know you know poker, but you're not like in the space. But we did Stream House where we did a week straight, 24-hour streams with 4 guys: Matt Staples, his brother Kevin Martin, and then myself. We did a charity stream for Michael Phelps Foundation. We raised 20 grand over the week, and always were on. So for 24 hours a day, you knew in the house. We were in Montreal. Someone was streaming. Every time Jamie got woke up, every time someone gave $100, we had to wake Jamie up. So he basically didn't sleep. He'd be asleep, and we'd wake him up like 5 in the morning, and it was pretty crazy. And we've done Stream Boat as well, and we've done a lot of cool stuff with Jamie. So he's definitely one of the people we're going to want to work with, and that was amazing memory. So Jamie, thank you for being here, and get your question on Twitter, man. I want to see the official question dropped in there. So this next question: are sports NFTs going to be more popular than trading cards, and why? That's Craig Leonard. I see him live in the chat. Always appreciate you.
That's a tough question. But let's see, historically wise, probably yes. I mean, I want to say yes. Because again, trading cards, probably in the next 50 years, most of the trading cards won't be existed. I mean, material-wise, right? So what the cool part on the NFT that you can actually save something, I don't want to say forever, but thousands of years, right? At least until you have electricity and internet. But that's the thing. It's mainstream. Right now, kids does not buy a newspaper. If you were collecting cards before, 40, 50, 60 years before, you need to go actually physically to the store to buy some newspaper or to buy that. People don't do this these days.
The thing that it makes so much sense, but one really fantastic like visual, and it's a terrible period, but like thinking of Nazi Germany when the Holocaust, right? Like imagine some kind of event like this. Looking at Afghanistan right now, the Taliban takes over. You got to like pick your life up and go. Listen, you got a great sports card collection. That's cool, but you can't take it. You can't take all your stuff. So if you had a Bitcoin address or NFTs, it's like these are ways you can store value and their assets, and you can move quickly and leave. And you can realize. So like for me, I've gotten really into sports cards. I mentioned Jason Kuntz, Josh Schluber. These guys are friends of mine that are super passionate about the space. I love sports cards. I think it's really cool. It's a little bit tricky to store them too, because like if I want to show you my collection, I come over, I got maybe it's in my safety deposit box, or like it's not really like, but I have a hard time getting behind
value, of course, over the time if you don't keep them correctly on the right
as well. But I also it's also a bit tricky the display, because like I don't really want to have like a display case of my cards in my home. You have maids or people come over and like it's just like weird, and like how do you do it? Whereas like NFTs, now there's designs too where they're like the projectors. I know hotels, which are high-end hotels actually, this is starting where you have your NFTs and you go, let's say you're checking into a nice hotel, and this will probably become stock in like 5 years, but now like the high-end hotels, you could actually email or provide them with your keys, and then you could have your artwork of your NFT in your hotel room. Imagine going checking into Santorini, you're on you're with your little getaway, or Maldives or somewhere nice. You go away and like you go in there, and your artwork that you love is displayed on the wall. Like that's what we're going to be seeing. This is the kind of stuff that's happening, and it's just like it feels weird, but it's like it's just in 10 years it's going to be like that's what's going on. No one even buys, like it's just. Anyway, I'm getting fired up, so that's what I'm talking about. Let's move over here. How long term of an investment should crypto be in general? Craig Robinson, very loyal Flow Show man in here. Thank you for the question.
Well, that really depends on what you want to do with your investment. If you look at on your investment and you put your money somewhere, and you want to just flip it to make 10%, 50, X2, X10, X20. I mean, that really depends. If you know you have a company that you believe in, that you did your own research, and you know or you believe that you have a good opportunity and a good chance to succeed in that. So you need to, again, do your own research, but to calm down, to put the money. Of course, every time you make an investment, you need to make an investment that you can lose. You never invest money that you cannot lose. That's all the investment part here. You can win some, you can lose some. But if you did your own research and you put money in some company, and you know that by the roadmap, you know that she will probably, by your guess, will succeed in 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. So that's the time limit. If you just put your investment in some token that you believe that will be flipped in 1 month, 1 year, 1 week, whatever, I mean, that's the time limit. So it's really, really hard question to answer, because it depends on any kind of token or any kind of company you invest. Not just in crypto, the same in the stock market, the same in the real estate market. That's the question. That's the answer for all of those markets. But again, every time that you make an investment, make sure you make the investment with money that you can lose.
Right. Yeah, I think that's great advice and true on anything. So it's sort of up to you and what your goals are. So should I invest in crypto or stake profitable players? From Alejandro. I know you like poker. You play some poker.
Yeah, I love money. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
poker. I like to play poker. I'm not good at it.
Right.
I mean, I'm okay, but not.
Right.
I don't want to play against you. Okay. If
right.
That's what you're offering, Jeff, we're not going to do
I don't know what he was inferring there. All right, Ronaldo or Messi?
Oh man, Ronaldo.
Okay.
And I have an explanation actually for that.
Okay, tell me.
Well, Messi is like, for me, right? Maybe I'm mistaken. For me, Messi is like a huge superstar. He was like born with a football on his legs. Okay, he was like, this guy was meant to be the superstar he is.
Yeah.
Ronaldo probably on the type, he's like less better than him, but the guy trains so hard, much harder than almost every player out there. He trains like 2 hours before you need to start the training, 2 hours after they need to start the training, just to reach the same level as Messi.
Right.
So I don't want to say who's better. Let's say Messi and Ronaldo in the same level, but for Messi it comes easier.
Yeah, I've heard this argument before. I think it's very tricky, because they are just. I mean, they really. It's crazy.
Both of them are amazing, right?
Yeah.
They're like in the top of the world. It's really hard to say who's better.
Yeah, I've heard that. I guess I can support that. I think it's tough, right? It's, again, Democrat, Republican, pro-vax, it's like it's 50-50. Choose. Are you following any niche market NFTs that are off the radar? If so, which ones feel are good investment opportunities? JD asking that, and I get nervous with this question, because you're telling me about some rugs and different hippos you're buying. So what is?
I bought some rugs 2 days ago, and I bought some hippo 2 days ago. And again, I'm really rational guy. But
it sounds rational.
Yeah, no,
sounds right.
I if you want some carpets, I can sell you, no problem.
Flip a carpet.
Yeah.
Well,
that's like probably I did it because of the hype, because the current hype in the last few days with the collection of the Yak Mutants was insane.
Right.
So I just got up and bought a few carpets, bought a few hippos. That's it. I just bought him. Okay, I don't know what to do right now, but just bought him. Let's see what is going on. But that's what I'm saying.
I mean, look at the rock, right? The rocks are going for millions of dollars.
Exactly.
It's sort of like a little silly, but it's also like you just don't know, the good marketing teams or what people, Mike McDonald, shout out to Timex. He was talking about that. He actually, I don't know if you saw this bet. Do you know who Timex is or no?
No.
Very well-known poker player, super smart guy, owns poker shares. He made a bet right now. So he put on Twitter, he tweeted out, he's a very sharp bettor. Okay. He said, I will give anyone right now cash. So if you said to Timex, look, I'll give you $100,000. I don't know actually what his limits are, but he will pay you right now. Okay. He'll say, I'll pay you today, whatever, like, again, I look at the tweet. Don't quote me, but he's basically saying, I'll pay you today cash or Ethereum or Bitcoin. I'll hand it to you right now. I'll make a bet with you. And then if my Ethereum rock, I think was like, I don't know, I'm not familiar up to date on the rock pecking order, but he has maybe $500,000 Ethereum rock right now. He said that I will pay 10 to 1 that you have to pay me later if my rock ever gets put in the Louvre Museum, like his actual things gets displayed. So he's going to give you $100,000, let's say today, but you pay him $1 million if it ever ends up going to the Louvre. And from an instant, like when you heard this, and now actually like it's probably gotten people are a little more aware, but it sounds kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, like I'll take $100,000 a day. And like, that seems, how could you get in the Louvre? I was just there. It's a very prestigious museum, maybe the most famous in the world. And how are you going to display a thing? But my brother-in-law, Eduardo, who you've spoken with several times, very sharp guy. He was the first ever to donate. He donated a CryptoPunk to a museum, the one in, I believe it's called CIA or ICA, maybe in Miami. Forgive me for that. He donated that when it was around 50K. Now they're, again, floor CryptoPunk's 420,000, right? So he donated that. And that's how smart the guy is. Because look, if you tell the Louvre something's worth $500,000, it's art, it's NFTs, and they say, hey, I'll donate it to you, the guy might win 20 million if he bets that. So it seems like crazy, but really it's not. This is the future. NFTs will be in museums for sure. Yeah, maybe not the rugs or the hippos, but there will be NFTs in museums.
There's a market for it. Listen, there's a market. You need to understand the artists right now will be much more beneficial to do NFT than to actually paint something, right? On a physical way, because when you paint it, first of all, you can lose it,
damage, stolen.
Exactly, and of course, it will be much more beneficial for them, and the exposure will be much more easier than just to open a gallery and to invite people, and thousands of things can happen. So NFTs right now are a really cool industry. I'm really glad I'm in it. I don't know where it will be in 10 years, but it will be big. It will be big because the use case on NFTs are really good, really big, and we're in this, Jeff.
We're in there. We're I don't want to say the term, but it's there's an expression that we're in there. We're in the thick of it. It's exciting times, that's for sure. I'm going to take a few more, guys. We are going to give away 100 to 5 people. It's still not too late. You can ask a question, retweet, give some awareness here, and I am going to take a few more. Then we're going to do the live giveaway for the 5 winners. So let's try to rifle through these. I know we're getting fired up. Okay, what's the best avenue? My man Pappy Winkle 23 asking, what's the best avenue for a newbie to take to get into this, starting up, education, etc. If you want to learn about NFTs, it's a bit overwhelming. There's so much information. There's so much. You hear about rocks and hippos, and you're like, this has to be a scam. Exactly. It's a crazy thing. So what would you say to someone coming in right now that wants to get into NFTs and get some knowledge? How do you do it?
First of all, you need to understand exactly what is an NFT, the non-fungible token. You need to understand exactly that if you own an NFT, what is basically said that you have on your MetaMask account, on your wallet account, authentication tool, that this is a legit art, this is one from one, and you own it, okay? This is the first thing you need to understand. What is an NFT? Because I promise you, I assure you that 98% of people that own NFT does not understand that they actually own the tool that show the legitimacy that this is theirs. Okay, but because when you own an NFT, your work, your NFT art, like your punk there, can be shown, right? But you can show and you can secure that this is your NFT. So you hold the key. You hold the key that this is only mine. That doesn't matter who else will show it, but this is mine. I'm the legit owner for that. So first of all, just understand this. What is NFT? After it, do a lot of research because I don't want to tell you invest only in big names or small names because that's not true. This field is developed so fast in the last 1 month. So many things happened in the NFT. So it's maybe, you know what, maybe I can't even tell you any kind of suggestion what you're going to do. Just to understand exactly what is NFT and try to make, I will call it investment because it is an investment. Yeah,
take your time, do research.
Exactly.
And just don't get stressed out because even myself, I'm not the best either. I have, or have some experts. Maybe you don't feel comfortable holding it. Maybe you have a friend or somebody you trust that does it. Like there's always going to be some risks, and you just you got to do what you're comfortable with and just start small. Just like in poker, I tell people all the time, like it's like, listen, if you start poker and you're 18, 19, 20 years old, you don't have much risk because maybe you don't have a lot of money. You don't have a family, don't have a kid, hopefully, at that age to have that young. I mean, bless you if you do. But the point is you can start with free rolls. You could start with, look at what happened. CryptoPunks, to give you a little perspective, in June, I believe, of 2017, I think they made 10,000. They gave away 9,000, if I'm not mistaken. They kept 1,000. They were free. So you could there's projects where people are giving away free stuff too, just like free rolls in poker. Or you spend $10 or $100 on NFT, and I bought some so rare stuff. Like I bought a Smalling NFT, I have a Ronaldo so rare NFT, I have some different ones, but put in $20, $50, play with it, test your MetaMask, make sure you can lose your account and get back on, right? Make sure you know how to do the phrases, make sure, trade Bitcoin 0.0001, get comfortable with it. Cause I think people get uncomfortable with it. It's not like a normal bank, there's not like if you lose your wallet, you can be in trouble. So like understand the process, go through scenarios, take your time and get comfortable with what you're doing before you start getting
exactly.
deeper into
and
it.
all the newcomers that come to crypto space and buy NFTs or crypto, just make sure, double check, triple check, quadruple check everything you do, because there's no customer support. You cannot call somebody and say, hey, I just sent the wrong address to my Bitcoin or my token, what do I do now? So there's no customer support to this one. So you need to be positive, sure, whatever action you do with your funds, with your token, just double check, triple check everything that it's all good, because again, with all the benefits the crypto industry has, there's some downside on that, and you just need to be sure that you're making the right moves.
Absolutely. We do have a meeting coming up here. I'm going to try to get as many of these questions as we can here. I'm going to be streaming poker tonight, guys, as well on jeffgrosspoker.tv. Welcome all the 2crazy community. We're going to be playing some high stakes tournaments as well. WPT going on Party Poker. Is there anything too crazy for 2crazy? Is there anything that is like overwhelming, or you're like, wow, what's going to happen, or makes you nervous or anxious about the project, or anything that's out of possibility?
Not action, not nervous, but it's just like a lot of things to do. When we started this, it wasn't like much cooler, everything. But there's so many things to do. There's so many people to talk with. There's so many collaboration to do, so many partnership to do. And this field, because of right now, the NFT is so booming right now. Yeah. The hype is so big, and everybody talk about it. So every conversation that you make, you just make new direction of partnership. Yeah. Which is really good. And it's just a lot of work. Yeah. I think
we have a solid list of over 200 potential, I think, would be great people to even be on that top tier list. And it's just kind of, to kind of go through that, to explain people. Some people, they're different. Look at it, took us over close to 50 days to get to like feel comfortable. So it's like, I think that's also why, in general, this is how it works with investing and things. You get people that feel comfortable, that trust, and then you can kind of move quicker. But it is a bit of a feel out process. And also I think a lot of people are just, worried about how it's going to be perceived. Is it done correctly? Like the people that are athletes or influencers, eSports, call them athletes, but is our community going to be received well? Are they going to get value out of it? It's just a lot of thoughts on it. So a lot going on. This is a crit styling giving a what is bigger gamble, all in head to head with A7 off, or buying many random new on-seed NFTs that can make it big? Well, I'll just answer that one because I know. Listen, the heads up, Queen 7 off is called the computer hand. That's the dead even hand. If you get dealt Queen 7, me and you are playing, that's like, that's sort of like dead in the middle of what the distribution should be. So A7 off is actually a very strong hand in heads up poker. 9-handed, it's weak because there's there's 8 other combinations. A7 off's a fold in almost any position. But so to answer your question, that's not that big of a gamble. I would say that it's bigger to gamble on new scene NFTs because A7 off heads up is a very good hand. Let's take a few more and then we're going to go and just do the giveaway here. So question is, how do you see NFT playing a part in online poker? Is there a way where NFTs particularly are in online poker?
Sure, of course. First of all, online poker is a really, really big community as you play. And as I experience and play for some, but sure, of course, I see many big names right now use just an avatars, right? You have like, I think I don't want to mention name, but a few of the big stars like Daniel Negreanu, also in a few platforms that play, and you have their avatar there, right? Yeah. So just imagine if you make those avatars as an NFT, and you can get them if you win a tournament. So you will be the only one that will get this avatar. Nobody else can print it, because and use it, because the system can block you. Right. There's many things that you can do. So yeah, of course, NFT can be a real big part in the poker community as well. I think that NFT is not just art. I know it started as art, but it's not just art. I mean, you can make a lot of things with NFT. Even I don't know or can imagine exactly the things that you can do, because probably in 2, 3, 4 years, so many things, so many startup companies are just going to invent so many things over this technology. So that's insane.
I will say, just in terms of another thing that I hadn't even thought of, but instantly I did change my avatar on my poker site on Party Poker, GG, Poker Star. So now that I have this CryptoPunk as my avatar, and it is a female punk, but female punks are actually a little more rare than males. There's like 40% versus 60. I think it's cool, and I use it as my Twitter and my Instagram avatar. I just like it. It pops. It's fun. And someone's like, "Oh, is it?" Someone's like, "Oh, it's a girl." But like, look, people use avatars on these sites. They put their, whatever, their mom, their sister, their baby. They just put a girl, a hot chick, just for fun. So it's like, or it's like whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's artwork. It's like art. Like people have. Anyway, so there's that use as well, where people can use it for their actual avatars, which is cool. When is the moon, my man? I am Sherbert asking, when does it go to the moon? What's going on with the price speculation?
Well, it's really hard for me to tell you the price speculation because I know what's going on behind the scene. I know how hard we're working. I know what we're going to do in the future. Well, if you ask me, I'm holding my tokens. Okay, that's what I can tell you. From here, of course, do your research, do whatever you need, what you want, what you feel. But we're doing a lot of hard job behind the scene to make this platform really big, really known, and to bring the best names possible on those platforms.
I love it. I'm gonna answer. Well, favorite vacation spot?
Thailand, Phuket.
I have not been there. I will.
I'm gonna amazing place. Yeah.
Let's see some side messages here. Okay, we'll take. How about two more for sure? Where do you see 2crazy in 3 years? Diego asked. Tic Tac UFO. Appreciate the support. Been on the stream almost every day during these grinds. What? Where do you? 3 years from now? What do you?
3 years. I mean, I'm imagining all the plans that we have that we speak around the table. 3 years, everything will be live, and I would like to see 2crazy as the biggest platform that offers esports gaming for newcomers, for new players, and all players and big players to be involved in. Yeah, definitely. I see that happening.
Okay, let's take one more here. And again, anyone who writes a question, whether it gets asked or not, is going to be eligible for this giveaway. So again, let's just talk about this. I think it's very important for people to understand. We got a question. Is it possible to use this anywhere? Can you explain what that is? When will it be able to be used, and how does it work with that? Like the getting the tokens, and how will it be actually the purpose of it?
Well,
to be used.
The purpose of holding the token is not just the holding the tokens. You will have many use cases, many incentives to hold the tokens, to participate in the raffles or in the auctions or in some things that we still can say, but you will need to hold the tokens, to stake the tokens. That will be the main use case of that, and of course a lot of incentive programs and the game that I told you that will be developed as an arcade competitive game. It will be also used with the 2crazy tokens, and the timeline, I'm guessing it will be in 1 month, up to 1 month. I don't want to make too much promises, you know how it's development, but we want to release a system when it's fully ready. And my guess it will be like 30 days from now.
Very cool. All right. Well, that is, we do have to get going here pretty soon. I mean, look at all the questions. It's really, really nice to see a lot of great questions. I think crypto and poker are very aligned. There's a lot of people fairly informed and have a general understanding, but it is overwhelming at times. Last one, I'm just gonna ask, do you have an official collection at OpenSea? Do you collect some NFTs? You mentioned
I have some NFTs. I have some cool NFTs. I have some, I don't want to say less cool NFT, but I hold some collection of NFTs in OpenSea.
Isn't that a beautiful punk? It feels like it should be one of the better punks, honestly. There's some more aesthetically pleasing than others. All right, so look at this. We got almost 100, but you have better than a 5% chance, like 5 point something right now to win this. We're gonna give people another second here to hit the retweet and ask a question. Again, you'll be eligible and you will get emailed. We're gonna do the giveaway. Very cool. My man DNP3 legend, also involved in the crypto space, and hopefully we'll have in the platform. I would say that would be one of the targets. Very nice guy. He's been on the podcast as well. We are going to. So this is how this works. Look at this. He created this system. How cool is this? So copy link. All right, we go here. and are you ready to do it? Should we do it 5? Let's get going. We got meetings, we got things to do, and we got a nice solid podcast here. We're gonna go ahead and launch this. So look at this. This is a customized DMP3 grid gaming giveaway. So it checks for bots. You can actually like clear out the bots, the people that are doing something that are not right. Oh shit, did I say number of winners? Let me do 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, did I mess this up? I think we should just do all 5 at once.
Okay.
And we'll just, like a Band-Aid, we'll rip it off and give it to who wins. So fetch data, I have a link. Oh no, you know what? Look at this, we gotta go back. So let's do it right. Let's just everyone has a chance. Everyone has a chance that's in right now. This is time. Like if you've got enough time, if you're here live, you know to hit the get involved. We'll go here. Look at this. We click this, okay? Go here. It's another one coming in. 96. So basically a 5% chance. You have a little better than a 5% chance at the moment to win. So we're going to click here, paste, fetch data. And I think there's a way to say how many winners, but I can either do one at a time, but I'm going to do this. Here it is, right here.
That's your field.
Yes, 5 winners. Put it in one shot right now. I'm going to count it down, and actually we're going to go next and create contest. I'm sure. I like the disclaimer. And now we're going to download the tweets. 96 eligible people are available, and then I'm going to let Arthur tell me when to choose a winner. There's going to be 5 winners. You're going to see them on screen. They're going to get direct messaged, and then they are going to be awarded $100 in 2crazy tokens. And hopefully they hold them. You know, I think it's a good bet. But if you want to cash in or part, maybe you hedge it. Maybe you cash half, keep half, do whatever you want. It's your tokens. You have the choice. Arthur, you tell me when to choose a winner.
Do it.
All right, let's choose it. Choosing winner, I'm sure. 5 winners right now going to get drawn up. And look at that. They screen the bots. This is the best part of this. They actually go through. They say who's real or not. This is a very advanced giveaway system our guy created. And here are the winners. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I recognize 12 pills. We asked that question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, look at this. So look how advanced this system is. This guy would have won, but he didn't. He's not following, so he doesn't win. You know what? I'm feeling generous today. I'm on behalf of 2crazy. Listen. Let me just tell you the reason why I say to follow me, not because I'm trying to pad my stats.
Yeah, of course.
I can't DM you, right? I can't actually. I'm not going to tweet out, "Hey, you won." I need to be able to contact you. You can unfollow me. I won't be hurt if you win. You take the money and unfollow me. That's fine. But I have to have a way to DM you without tweeting at you. So this player, listen, I'll do this a solid. If he's watching live, if somehow this guy gets a hold of me and writes a comment that, hey, I won, I'm going to let it slide, and I'll let him this time be a winner. So we might actually give 6. Can I sign off on 2crazy? Can we give an extra 100? If this person reaches out and DM, and I have a way to DM him, then we'll count that. But as it stands, you guys can see right here. Let me zoom in a little. Those are your winners. Take a screenshot. Tell someone, and boom, Twisted Gamers is in there, and you see the winners right here. So I am gonna, as soon as we finish this podcast, I am going to. What am I going to do? I am going to message the winners, and then we'll get the emails, and they'll get their tokens. So that is that. I got to just tell you guys real quick. Here I have. Let me actually look at 2 things. One, I want to see who we're going to raid on Twitch, but number two is today, big day of streaming. So I've got some WPT events, WSOP events. I made day 2 of a $5,000 buy-in. It's a 5,300 buy-in, 5 mil guaranteed. There's phase. You can get in for less. It's like a satellite, but you can get in $44 in the 109 and the 530 to get in. I already bagged a stack. My birthday's September 5th, Sunday. I'm glad I don't have to play that 5K big event. I get to relax a little bit. I'm going to stream, but a light stream. And then on day 2 is the 13th of September. I will be playing for $1 million on with I think I bagged 24th out of 59 from 390, and there's 2 more flights that will join that field. So that's exciting. That's gonna be a crazy sweat. We'll be doing giveaways. We're gonna be doing giveaways. We're gonna be having a lot of fun, and I appreciate everyone being here. I think this. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned something about NFTs, about 2crazy, and again, great community, great opportunities coming up, and let's keep it rolling, guys. So let me just see who I am going to raid. I'm just going to take a peek here. We saw the winners, And actually, my man Casino Daddy would be an amazing partner for us as well. And I'm going to give them a shout. He's been on my podcast. When is the 5200 day 3? What up? csnap.com. That is on Monday, September 13th. And if you want to play, there's still opportunities to again, phase in 44 and a 109. You have to play the 109 though to get into the 530. You cannot direct buy to the 530 mega. They have 50 seats on Sunday. So it's a real, I got a YouTube video coming out. I won that actually. 109 into a 530, got the seat, bagged on to day 2. So sort of the dream run at the moment. And then I hope you guys get to do the same. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to raid Casino Daddy. I think I can do this. This is shit. I have to go here, I think, and do it live on here. Let me mute this. Going to put him, and we saw the 5 winners. Raid Casino Daddy. And again, I've got, guys, I really appreciate it. First of all, Arthur, thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Pleasure for you coming. Thank you so much for coming, flying in to meet me here in Europe. Really appreciate that. But guys, we got my man Anatol Karel tomorrow, who is the co-founder of Kickbase, which is a massive Bundesliga official app, fantasy. Very smart guy. I think you guys met.
Yeah, we met
as well.
Amazing guy.
Amazing guy. He's on the podcast tomorrow afternoon. I think it's 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. I believe 9 a.m. Eastern time. I have Adrian Mateos on Tuesday next week. Vince Van Patten Monday. Adrian, do you know Adrian Mateos?
Heard about him.
He's one of the biggest crushers of all time. Might be arguably one of the best players in the world on Tuesday. Wednesday, Darren Elias. He's won 4 World Poker Tour live titles, the most ever. He's an absolute legend. And then my man Charles Hook, one of my very, very, very close friends, super legend, just did a 14-day fast. No food, had a big bet, and he just did it 14 days. I had a little slice of that, and he got it done. It's hard not to bet on that. 14 days. Can you imagine? Have you ever gone 14 hours without eating?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe we do a bet with 2crazy as well. But yeah, appreciate all you guys. Thank you, man. csnap.com. Hope to see you on later today. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the pod. Jamie Staples sticking through the whole thing. This guy might be one of the busiest men in poker. He's here watching the stream, checking in, and he will be hopefully a part of 2crazy. That would definitely be one of my first choices of people. We're going to extend the raid. We'll see you very soon, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you later streaming today on Twitch. Jeff Gross, peace. Bye. Okay. Hold on. Cheers, guys. I just sent the raid. I'll see you soon.